Okay, looks like we're live. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So, welcome everyone. Just make sure that you're hearing us. Okay, looks like we're live. Fantastic. Oh, great, lovely. So we are live on Facebook, and I just want to welcome you all for joining us. This should be our weekly conversation. And for this week, our topic is going to be the way forward, with ASLP Ghana. So I'm very happy to be here. We've been trying to do this for a little time, but we've been traveling and different things. Well, I've been traveling and doing different things. So I just came back, and I just wanted to get this going so that we can share. We really appreciate your support on Facebook. We've got lots of followers. We get lots of comments, and we'd like to get feedback from you. If there's anything that you would like for us to say, when I say, like for us to cover any topics that you'd like us to cover. So anyway, before we go any further, my name is Cicely, and I am the co-founder with Kwame, Kwame, sorry, whatever you want to call him, that's okay. So I'm the co-founder as it relates to ASLP Ghana, means Akwaaba Spiritual Liberation Pilgrimage. And so we've started this organization just from a need. It was really people reaching out to us. We didn't come and thought, Kwame said to me, Cicely, I'd really like to do this. It's something he's been doing for years. He'll talk more about himself. But just to give a little background of me, I was born in the UK. I've been living in the United States for a very long time. And then I decided to go to Ghana in 2021, I believe it was, yes, towards the end of 2021. And I met wonderful Kwame, and he invited me to do this NPO, non-profit organization in Ghana. And so we've been doing this for a little while now. We've been doing different programs, but I'm not going to go too much into it because I want the experts here today, and they will talk more about their experiences, why ASLP Ghana, what we're doing so far, and how you can join us on this pilgrimage and the way forward. We want you to join us on the way forward. So welcome. So first of all, I'm going to introduce you to, unfortunately, one of our attendees, he couldn't come because he had a prior commitment, but he'll be with us next time. So first of all, we'll go over to Kwame. So welcome, Kwame. You can introduce yourself. You can talk about why ASLP Ghana, and then we'll move forward from there. So welcome.
Thank you for having me. And for the audience, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. As Sister Cicely mentioned, I'm a co-founder of Akwaaba Spiritual Liberation Pilgrimage. And my day-born name is Kwame, but you can call me Asari. And why ASLP is an inborn concept as a Ghanaian born and someone who has different and having been in contact with people from the outside Ghana, and I mention it as a diaspora. I felt there's a need for people who've been reconnecting back to the motherland, especially Ghana. And as I'm friends with most of these people, and I've had experience in guiding them, some of them shared some experiences with me. And I felt that, well, if we can do it better, we'll be able to help our brothers and sisters who are interested in visiting or returning or relocating back home to Africa, especially Ghana. So why ASLP Ghana? So this is my brief introduction.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kwame. Very noble, very responsible. But just talk a little bit about what you've been doing for years. This is not new for you. You have a wide record as it relates to serving the community. So talk a little bit about that, Kwame. I think people really need to know who you are and what it is that you do.
Okay. This has been with me since childhood. I always felt about helping others. And as early as age 15, I started this small club with my peers playing table tennis. And eventually, I came across my European partner, and it developed into a kind of an organization. So I've been doing this for many years, helping destitute or orphans or people who are less privileged. So it has been an inborn concept, something that I was born with, and I came to realize that this is what I'm here to do. So I've been, intervening in social programs like visiting schools, impacting knowledge of the right of pupils to have access to quality education, irrespective of their background, and also to encourage them and engage them to respect each other, irrespective of their socioeconomic or religious background. So it has been something that I've been doing, and my records shows with my peers, and it started mostly in the southeastern part of Ghana, in the Kobo areas, where with the help of my European partners, we have helped so many people, many who have become prominent today in society. And one example I could give is the former DC, District Executive Officer, like the mayor of Manya Kobo area, was someone who has been under my tutelage or under my influence and helped before. So this is something that is continuing. And this time, it's like it's well organized because we like to do things legally and properly and well organized with people with the same vision or with the same, foresight and, mission. So this is something brief I can tell about myself. But as we continue, more will come and I will share.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for that brief introduction. So just to remind you that this is a conversation with Cicely. We're going to do this every Friday. And we're going to have a topic for the week. And this week is relocation services. Not relocated, the way forward with ASLP Ghana. So we're inviting you to join us on the way forward. And we're here to serve the African diaspora. And these are the wonderful panelists that we have here today who has joined us. So just to give you a reminder, if you're just connecting with us now. And so now we're going to move on to Kojo. I like to use African names because I think it's important to connect to the roots of each one. Where your essence, the essence of where you're from. So Kojo, aka Albert. So welcome.
Okay, but I say queer. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And I'm Kojo, and happy to be my soul day, a Monday born in Ghana. So I'm Kojo, but I'm Albert as an official name now. Also happen to be the secretary of the ASLP Ghana.
Yes, thank you. So, yeah, so I want you to share as it relates to your role as it is in ASLP Ghana, Akwaaba Spiritual Liberation Pilgrimage. I want to keep reiterating that's what it stands for. So I want you to talk about your role and thus far what you've done as it relates to, and we'll go back to Kwame so he can talk a little bit more about what he's done. So do you want to move forward with that?
Okay, so thank you once again. And ASLP Ghana as Akwaaba Spiritual Liberation Pilgrimage. As my brother Kwame indicated earlier on, we are here to inspire and to give hope to the hopeless. Then we are also here to help the diaspora in relocating to Ghana, then also to help them to trace their roots. That's by reconnecting them to Ghana. And so far so good. It has been very enticing. Things are very going on as far with touring with diaspora. So we've had diaspora coming to Ghana for a visit to familiarize with the culture of Ghana, taking them to educational and historical sceneries in Ghana. And it has been very encouraging. It has been very great experience. Meeting up with YouTubers from different countries, and also connecting with diaspora in Ghana. So as part of our organization, we also embark on tours. So far so good. It has been very good.
Lovely, right. Okay, all right. Okay, so then, all right. Thank you for muting yourself. Kwame, thank you for, yeah, we were seeing some banging in the background. So anyway, these things are going to happen, right? Because we're out in the community, so these things are going to happen. So anyway, thank you for sharing, Kojo, as it relates to that. And you've done an amazing job. You have taken some diasporans on tours and they had very, very good time and they spoke very highly of you. And you've also had other people reach out to you to do some collaborations. So that's really fantastic. And okay, so, okay. All right, Kwame's came back. So we also had people reach out to you to do collaborations and you've done amazing. You've taken out YouTubers and showed them around and really did your homework and gave a nice history. So if there's any YouTubers out there or any Facebookers out there who would like to tour around in the Cape Coast region of Ghana, you know, Kojo is there that will help you out as it relates to taking you around. He's very good. He does his research. He's also he's indigenous to Cape Coast area, so he knows it very well. I can speak personally because he took me around. All of these tours I've done, that both next time, hopefully, maybe he may join us. Eliasu will join us. If not, I've personally taken all these tours. Kwame's toured me around up there in Sumanya. And so Kojo has taken me around Cape Coast area. Excellent tour, it really was. I never had the experiences I did the first time I went, but he really, Puma Park, that's an experience in itself, going across those sort of, what do you call those bridges now? I forgot. Those crosses that you go over.
Is it the Kakum?
Yeah, the Kakum, yeah.
Yeah, the Kakum Park, you know, the bridges that you walk over, that's quite an experience. It's not for the faint at heart, I'll say that much.
Yes, that's an adventurous part of our tours. So
very,
yes,
yeah.
it's a kind of walkway in 7 stages.
Yes.
Very adventurous, and it starts with a hiking through the rainforest, coming across with variety of trees, bird watching.
Right.
Yeah, it was very good experience.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, thank you. All right, so let's go back to Kwame. I wanted to go back as it relates to what Kojo said. Let's talk about what you've done so far. So Kojo spoke about a little bit so far what he's done with ASLP Ghana. So I want you to, and also just run us down, Kwame, as it relates to the different programs that we're providing and what we've done thus far, because we've done a lot. So we want people to know what it is that we've done. We're not just here talking and saying this is what we do. No, we've actually been doing some great programs. So you want to share with us?
Yeah. As an organization that inspires humanity, we also, you know, do social interventions like helping the Akuse prisoners, especially the women prison, through, you know, giving them the inspiration and the motivation and the tools to enhance their artistic products. That's the what we call the fan that is made out of fabric materials, not leather, because we are eco-focused or naturally focused organization. and we don't encourage, using or killing animals. So we go to the prison and encourage both the males and the females, but we have emphasis on the females who are producing these fans that is well known as Ankara fan, but we market it as a natural or vegan fan. And also we do other social intervention, like I mentioned. In Somenya, I engage the youth, especially young boys who are into sports, especially football. I sometimes buy football boots or gloves or materials to enhance their talents. And I also engage them in Ubuntu retreat, where we do activities that encourage, unity and working together as one people. And we all know Ubuntu is an ancient way of life, and it's good that we bring back all those ways of life that unite us, that make us one people, that bind us as a communal spirit for development and for progress. And we also encourage culture or traditional, eco, and heritage retreats or conference or workshops or tourism, because Ghana, modern Ghana, modern Ghanaians still hold in highest esteem ancient centuries, tradition, and legacies. And throughout the year, there is some kind of festival or celebration that's going on. So what I also do is I promote these local festivals, and I am specializing on the Krobo aspect as a Gan Adangbe in the southeastern part of Ghana. And what we do also is that we encourage the African diasporans to return home and to reconnect with us. And for me personally, this is coming from an experience, because at a point in time, I believe that we are our ancestors' dreams coming true. And we created all the mess and the good. That at the point in time, we have separated from our brothers, either through our actions, or through the unfortunate action of others. Our brothers and sisters, some of them find themselves spread all around the world. And for some years now, even the government of Ghana has started calling our brothers and sisters to return home. So I thought that there's a need for us to be here in Ghana as a point, or as an agency, or as people who know what happened in the past and what is happening now. And we wanted to create this platform and motivate and encourage our brothers and sisters to come home. And not only to come and face some of the negative stories that we hear, but we wanted to be here and guide them so that whatever they wanted to achieve, either to visit or just reconnect or relocate, they should be able to come to and be safe and be protected. And at the end, they should be happy with a story to stand back and also to encourage others to come back. So, like I mentioned, we all know that culture is a way of life that projects the identity of people. And in Ghana, we do this through festivals, celebration, which is an aspect that encourage or inspire people-centered retreat, or what I term as tourism. And a unique element in this is that you find out that there is a way for the young ones who are coming out to see the culture. And you see the way the people dress, the food we eat, the drumming and the dancing. So when we package or we tell the story well to people outside, they'll be happy and encouraged to come and have these experiences with us. So what I'm doing properly for my area here is marketing and creating awareness about my festival. And this year, it will start from Monday, 23rd October to Sunday, 29th October. It's a week-long festivities. And this is the time that people unite. This is the time that, you know, people come to build communal spirit. This is the time that there's also merrymaking, celebration for the celebration for bumper harvest, because this Mayan festival is basically based on agriculture harvest time, because our people for some time have gone through hunger for so long. And then at a point, God bless them with rain, and then they plant maize, millet, yam, and then they have bumper harvest. So in the Krobo calendar, October, end of October to like December is the time for harvesting. So this is why we create this 1 week at the end of every October to celebrate and also to venerate the deities, the ancestors, and more. So it's a week-long activity, and I can explain as we move on. So this is what I'm doing in southeastern part of Ghana in terms of ALs, in terms of Akwaaba liberation, Akwaaba pilgrimage, Akwaaba liberation pilgrimage.
Akwaaba spiritual liberation pilgrimage.
Hey, brother, sorry.
Yes.
I said you're always. I said your ASL. Normally, when I see that you have a challenge when you are adding the ASL, normally.
Yeah,
Eliasu, you have to be on camera. If you're joining us, you have to be on camera. It's important that people see who's speaking. There you go. Yeah. But anyway, just wait for, I'm introducing everyone individually. So just wait for me to bring you on. Okay. So that we have some sort of order as it relates to how everything is being said. All right. So just bear with us, Eliasu. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, thank you, Kwame. Also, I want you to talk about what we've done, and then I'll go to Albert as it relates to this, what we did. We try collaborate with the schools, and we're doing that. So I want you, Kwame, to talk about what we've done with churches so far, who we've connected with and what we've done.
Yeah, as a non-denominational organization, we are open to work with everyone, irrespective of their religious background. So we engage the Muslim community in their festivals, where we share our vision and mission with them and try to find, children who are in need, and we help them accordingly. And also, we have been in contact with a church in Accra, where we make some donations, and also we inspire and encourage the church members, and also children who are going to school. So these are some of the things that we do, apart from what I mentioned earlier.
Great, lovely. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kwame. Thank you. So now, Kojo, I want you to speak about what we want to do with anyone coming from the diaspora to come and also support. There's a school that I visited, and we want anyone that comes to, we call it social responsibility. So we would like for them to join us. So let's talk about the school and what they're doing there, what their needs are. So anyone out there who would like to support. Before you do that, I just wanted to say this was the fan that Kwame was talking about. So these are the fans that the wonderful inmates at the prison are making. And so if anybody has an inquiry, you can drop a question on the on this video, on this live stream, or even afterwards, and we can get back to you. But we've been getting lots of interest with these. They're very lovely. They're very well made with a lot of love, as you can see. And so we can ship to anywhere that you want in the world. And so we can work with you as it relates to the cost and all that. So thank you. So going back to you now, Kojo, if you want to talk about the school that we connected with out there in Cape Coast.
Okay, so once again, thank you for the opportunity. And as my brother indicated earlier on, we also, as part of our social responsibility, we also stretch our tentacles to schools to help. You know, education is one of the vital way of nurturing children, and as part of our programs, we help schools, children, brilliant but less privileged children. We help them with learning materials that will help them to focus on their education, to enhance smooth learning. So as part of our organization, we have visited one of many schools in Ghana. We came to Sojourn International School, a basic school at Cape Coast, happens to be in my community. And we reached out to the children. We had an encounter with the teachers. We sought their concerns with regard to the need to improve teaching and learning process. So we therefore want to encourage NGOs, people who wish to invest in education, that as part of our social responsibilities, we also care for children's education here in Ghana. So our doors are always open for donors, for donors to help us to achieve our aim in helping an African child, a Ghanaian child, to be able to fulfill their educational goals. Thank you very much, sister.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Very, very nice. It was very, like you said, spread our tentacles. I like that. You have to have many arms, right, to do all these things. So spreading the tentacles, very nicely said. Both of you, Kwame, very nice. And you can hear that you're sharing from the heart. You're sharing from personal experience. You're sharing for what you've done so far. So anyway, we're fortunate enough to have Eliasu join us. So Eliasu, we've been just talking about introducing ourselves and our role in ASLP Ghana. So Eliasu, if you'd like to just introduce yourself and who you are and what you've been doing thus far with ASLP Ghana.
Okay. Good afternoon, and sorry for my location. I just ran from the Friday's activities just to make it, so I have to bear in mind of setting up the place before I move. I'm Eliasu Adams, and I represent ASLP Western Region Ghana. I take care of transport and also homestay. And if we say homestay, instead of visitors normally residing in hotels, we have homes that normally we integrate our visitors with, so that at the same time they use the occasion to learn the cultures. So it doesn't look like our visitors just came and they left. Before they leave, either 1 month, 2 or 3, we make sure they get closer to the customer, depending on whoever the person may be staying with. So homestay means we finding homes for our visitors instead of hotels. And ASLP, like we have a homestay in so many like this. Normally, if we have visitors who go through the east, then we recommend such a place for the visitor to reside as the visitor goes on pilgrimage. Yes, so basically, this is what I'm in charge of, which is homestay and transport. And I'm also an artisan, i.e. shea butter supplier and neem oil supplier. So we use the occasion also to normally engage our visitors in art, so which means black soap making, shea butter soap making. Normally, we would like to engage our visitors so that the trip doesn't look boring. So when it comes to those aspects too, I am in charge of that in the art form. Sure. So this is the little that I can say about it.
Thank you. And thank you for sharing the fact that you're an artist in yourself and in that your skill. We also utilize your skill to share with anybody who's interested in that. And the proceeds are also Some of the proceeds go to ASLP Ghana so that we can do what needs to be done. So yeah, very nice shea butter and different oils and things that Eliasu does. And so we all have our unique and wonderful qualities to bring to the table. And as you can see, we are very knowledgeable. We have a history. I shared a little bit about me. I've run NPOs, NGOs in the United States as a director, and actually starting from the ground up several times. I've done that. So I have a very rich history as it relates to running organizations. So none of us here are new to what we do. We're all very well versed and very well respected in our own countries and communities as it relates to our expertise. So we are here to serve you. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to our brother Kwame now, and I'm going to ask him the way forward with ASLP Ghana. How do we do that as someone coming from anywhere in the world? How do we go forward with ASLP Ghana?
Yeah, there's so many ways to go forward, but you have to prioritize them. And that's one of what we are doing now is one of the means to move forward by, marketing ourselves out there through social media platforms, and also, encouraging our friends and brothers to join us in what we do, to inspire humanity, social intervention, and to give people the tools or the technology that they need so that they can improve themselves, or what we say, to liberate themselves from whatever situation that they are. And I'm taking this opportunity to invite the African diaspora, our brothers and sisters, to join us, to come through Ghana with us, because we are an organization that have the love and heart for the people in the ground. Like my brother said, not to come and stay in the city alone in the big hotels, but to be able to touch the people, especially in the towns and the rural areas. And that's responsible tourism. We emphasize on that, or responsible retreat. And we are calling all of you to also join our retreats and pilgrimages, because what we do is a little bit different from the rest. We're not only taking you around, but we're giving you the history, the true history and geography, culture, tradition, and heritage of Ghana. And that will help you to, reconnect or relocate or come to live among us. And like my brother said, we do other things like transportation. We can arrange transportation for airport pick-up and drop-off. And also, we have the homestay, and also we have in Accra, a place that anyone can stay by the ocean. And we are also working on and developing other places. And we have partners that we work with, like hotels. So if you want to book a hotel, you can also, work through us. If you want Ghana card, if you want to register a business in Ghana, we can help you to do that. So these are the things that we are doing and to move forward. And that also involves teamwork and cooperation. And we are on course. So I'm glad that
very nicely said.
Yeah.
Very nicely said. We are on course. We are. And you see, we need to collaborate, work very well together. And what you see here is a team, and we work as team members. We work very well together. We've had our, our ins and outs and our ups and downs, and it's good. And those things are good. It helps strengthen the tree, right? So the tree is very strong now. And as our brother Kojo said earlier, we're stretching our tentacles out. So now the tree is strong, or the octopus is strong. It's got a strong body. And so the arms can stretch out everywhere. So yes, it's a wonderful team. I'm happy to be with these wonderful brothers. Another thing I add to it, so you're saying why spiritual? So I'll talk about the spiritual aspect of it. I practice a spirituality, and I won't go too much in that. Maybe another time I'll talk about that. And so I help people to strengthen themselves in their own self, within themselves, because we always look outside of ourselves. And I've seen some diasporas go to Africa thinking Africa's going to heal them, and that's not going to happen. And they typically go back very disappointed. So it's the healing within the self. So as a life coach, and I just added to my resume, minister. And so minister in spirituality. So minister in spirituality is what I am. And so that is my strong force. So I can start a church. I can do anything I want now. I can marry. I'm not marrying you though. I can do baptisms, all kinds of things now. So I'm a newly ordained minister, again, minister in spirituality. Because we talk about spirituality, but do we understand what that means? Everybody goes to their churches and their mosque and all that, but that's outside of yourself. So what I teach is the inner self, how to heal the inner self. So that's my role. So I support the brothers here, and they're also practicing their own thing. And then for anyone who comes, I will help support you to a healing. It becomes sometimes very trauma. There's trauma involved in the traveling from one place to another. And, you know, our dear Kwame, he said about the beautiful oceanfront house. I had the pleasure of staying there for the first 6 weeks of my time when I was in Ghana. Beautiful oceanfront property that we've been availed to. And we can do workshops, retreats. That's another thing that I do, seminars, all those things. And so we have much to offer. We're very, very universal. We're very, I'm going to go back to what Kojo said. We are a strong body. The octopus is very strong. We've got tentacles that go everywhere. So yes, lovely. Thank you. So Kojo, please, can you now share the way forward with ASLP Ghana?
Okay, so the way forward as ASLP Ghana is we're hoping to receive visitors from the diaspora. That's our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. It's good to come home. And in 2019, the government of Ghana has initiated the year of return, and now it's beyond the return, which has seeks a lot of diasporans from the head of states to stars from the states visiting Ghana. Recently, the Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, visited. Obama visited in 2009. So so far so good. We encourage our diaspora to come home. So the way forward, we hope to collaborate with groups, organizations from the diaspora who wish to reconnect to their roots, to reclaim their royal status through naming ceremony and through a spiritual bath. Sister, I wish to use this opportunity to talk about this the Osama bath, which is taking an ancestral. Yes, so we were kings and queens before we were captured into the West. So in welcoming our brothers and sisters back home, we have a special spiritual bath which comes with naming ceremony. So it's a Osama bath, that's an ancestral bath in reclaiming our royal status. So we hope to welcome our diasporans back home, and also to relocate into Ghana. We also help our diaspora in land, securing of land, documentation, and ensuring that they get a legit papers or documents which will help protect their land. Then also, we also hope to work with those who are interested in investing in education to help an African child, specifically Ghanaian child, to be able to achieve his or her educational ambitions. So this is what ASLP is looking forward in working with people globally to help us, support us to be able to achieve our aims and goals. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Lovely, very lovely. Yeah. absolutely what you said, to support a Ghanaian child, an African child, as a specific a Ghanaian child. So yes, it's important. We see that as part of our social responsibility. So you mentioned some very great things, and I'm very happy to, and that's the way forward, right? With ASLP Ghana, that's the way forward. So join us on this beautiful, we do different individual packages, and these packages are geared to your budget, geared to what you feel that you need to do. Again, going back to, we do retreats, personal retreats, seminars, workshops, whatever it is you want to do. We are very, very flexible as it relates to working with you. And we've done that, you know, Kojo's already done that, worked with, as he said, some of the YouTubers within their budgets, and also some of the diaspora coming into Ghana. But you had mentioned Obama and the Vice President of America, and it's really not about them. It's really about us on the ground, and in particularly three of you, because I'm not indigenous to Ghana. The three of you are, so you are really the heart, not the president or anyone. It's the people. You represent Ghana. All three of you here represent Ghana. You know Ghana. You live Ghana. You breathe Ghana. You understand what the Ghanaians are going through. So you are the experts here. Nobody but and those who live in indigenous to Ghana are the experts. So thank you very much, Kojo. Thank you. So now, Eliasu, we have you on camera. If you just would like to share about the way forward with as it relates to your personal feeling with ASLP Ghana.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity once again. So same as my brother just elaborated, we have the same objectives. We have the same aim and common goal. So the way forward within the team as an expression of how we, each and every one of us, have to work hard in terms of the growth of the organization, so that in our own individual ways to try and reconnect. Like I was trying to say the other time, now in Takoradi, you know, the government of Ghana has banned all used materials, which is fridges, television, normally those items which were coming from Europe and America as secondhand goods. So now most of items like this don't come again. And I'm asking myself that, what are the people doing now? Asking concerning tourism, how many people are you bringing? So this is the question. Most of the friends, if I meet, I ask them, how many people are you bringing? A lot of them do go to America and England. They just come back with all this crap as in items. And now government have seized them from not bringing this. I wish they were now coming with human being, as in one or two people from America. Before they come, at least they can bring 2 or 3 people as friends that they know in their same community. So individually, we have to also do our best as a way forward. And I trust the team that we've created and the team that we're working with now. And I think future is bright, if West may spare me.
Thank you very much. You know, Eliasu, I'd like you to talk a little bit about the troop that you are working with right now. Could you talk? We've got that, right?
Pardon, sister? Yeah,
the troop
yes.
that you're working with? Yeah.
Yes, in Swedish. So I'm calling the troop in Swedish. In Swedish is translated in Akan language, means the Atlantic Ocean. So we are reconnecting the brothers and sisters across the Atlantic Ocean who were taken on the Middle Passage. So basically our workshop and our art and craft is more about the Middle Passage and the reconnection of it. So I'm hoping the diaspora will be here and maybe join in the group, drumming and dancing as in African traditional culture. Yeah, so we are now open to all this as part of the ASLP. Thank you very much for reminding me, sister.
Thank you. Yes, it's wonderful. We're doing some amazing things with very little resources, because we're just really, as Kwame mentioned, we are now legit as it relates to getting our non-profit organization certification and incorporated the company. So we're doing everything by the book. And that's the way we wanted to start and move forward with that. And all these services we provide, Kwame mentioned, we do I've been through all this myself, so I know the professionalism and the perfection, and very perfection. I mean, Kwame's a real perfectionist, so he makes sure he gets things done really well. That's a wonderful quality that he has. And so I've had he helped me with my Ghana card, all these different things, any paperwork, any renewal of your visa while you're there. He has he's got people all over the place that he can connect with to help you do things in the right manner. So absolutely, Kwame is a person as it relates to anything, money change, all of these things Kwame can help you with. So we're very well versed, we're very well established, we're very well skilled. We have everything that we can support you as it relates to coming into Ghana. And it makes me quite proud to be a part of this wonderful team. Again, it's challenging. Sometimes it's good, but less challenges. We're getting really better. We work very harmoniously together. We meet every week. We're very professional. We meet every week on a Wednesday. We very rarely don't meet. It has to be something that we don't meet. I don't think we've ever not meet. If it's me traveling, I can't connect or whatever. Even when I'm traveling, I've been connected with them. So we make sure things are in order, and we make sure things are as it should be. And anyone who wants to come, we would invite them to join us on a Zoom session so that we can ask you any questions that you have. You can ask any questions that you have. So that's anything. Again, we are here to provide any services that you need. As you see, we all have internet. We connect with the internet. If you need internet services, whatever, we can provide that for you. And if we can't, we can connect you to the appropriate services within Ghana to support whatever you needed. You know, it's interesting. I've been watching some of the YouTube channels, and I realized how much I know about Ghana. My goodness, I was able to answer all the questions. So I was like, oh, I know this. Oh, I know that. Oh, that's this, that's that. So so even me, as not an indigenous Ghanaian, I took the time to I realized how much I took the time to get to know Ghana and what Ghana has to offer. So I invite you to please join us on this way forward with ASLP Ghana, Akwaaba Spiritual Liberation Pilgrimage. And so let's go back to you, Kwame. Any last words you have for our wonderful viewers who've been watching us, and anyone who watches the replay? We will also upload this to our YouTube channel, Cicely Sojourn, so you can see the replay there as well. So going to you, Kwame, any last words that you'd like to say to our viewers?
Thank you very much for having me. And my last word is that I'm calling out to all of you, individuals, families, groups, schools, or organizations, to join us, to come to Ghana through us, because we are a trustworthy team that has had the experience for so many years. And we are flexible to plan with you, your visa, your trip, your retreat. And we ask also to join us on our workshops and more to come.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Really appreciate that very much. Thank you. So, dear Kojo.
Yes, Sister Kia.
Any last words you have? You're not going to drop that now, are you? So anyway, yes. So any last words? So any last words you have for our viewers, Kojo?
Okay, so my brother has spoken a lot, so I will emphasize on the tourism part. Ghana is a very beautiful country and a very hospitable hospitality with the citizens. We are very hospitable, so you always feel safe here. As sister has always encouraged that he had a very nice experience here in Ghana, so we encourage you to embark on a tour or a pilgrimage to Ghana come and familiarize with the rich culture, come and have a taste of the Ghanaian food, the Ghanaian language, and I bet you will love it. So I encourage each and everyone to have a trip or pilgrimage to Ghana with us as an organization, ASLP Ghana. Thank you very much, sister.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that. Okay, from Akwaaba to Eliasu. Any last words you have, Eliasu, for our viewers?
Yeah, not much, but to add up to what my brothers have shared, Ghana is a developing country, so it's await its creators, both at home and abroad. So we are waiting for the diaspora to be part of it. A lot of virgin lands await those coming, where you can own homes by yourself, live a paradise-so life. You understand? Yeah, little heaven. So we are calling on everybody. We say Akwaaba. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Akwaaba. So yes, Madasi.
Yes.
You got it.
Yes.
Madasi.
Yes, you got it right.
Yes. So lovely. Yeah, so thank you. So we're going to do these. In fact, I got, I guess somebody saw a little flyer online and they asked if they could come and share about what they're doing. And we'll talk more about that. Because maybe we can invite people to join us on these talks as it relates to, and they could join us with these on these talks. So somebody said they'd like to join us. So we'll talk more about that when we're finished, but we can do that like experts in their field. We could, we can, I'm sorry. Okay. Because, so I would like to do that. Yes. Something tickled me there. So, so anyway, again, thank you for joining us here at Akwaaba Spiritual Liberation Pilgrimage, ASLP Ghana, Akwaaba. Welcome. So we're going to sign off now, and we plan to do this. Again, please ask us any questions on this, on the recording, and also afterwards, any questions that you have. We'll also have the details there as it relates on our page. You can, on our Facebook page, you can connect with us by phone, by our website, and different ways of doing so. So I want to thank Kwame for your inspiration to start this. Who thought we would be here today? I mean, it was just you and I to begin with, and now there's 4 of us, so it's great. Yeah, so Kwame, I want to thank you for your inspiration, and who knew we would be here today providing such beautiful services for the diaspora. And yes, and Kojo, thank you for joining us, for being a part of us and being a wonderful part of us. You're a great asset and a great addition to ASLP Ghana. So we're moving forward, and I've heard nothing but great things about you, all of you. So yeah. And also Eliasu joined us back. Is he with us now? Or
yes,
he's frozen
with us.
again? But he looks frozen. That's why I was laughing before, because he was frozen. It was not a very flattering frozen.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, so we can have fun. See, we can have fun. We're joyous, we're happy, and we're just here waiting to serve you. Okay, so thank you, and we will sign out and join us again. We'll see, but we'll be on this platform every Friday, as long as we have internet, we have electricity, we have whatever it needs, data, whatever, to bring us here in front of you. So thank you for having us, and we will see you again next week. So thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Madasi.
Okay.
Okay, take care. All right, see you soon. Stay on, stay on, please. Okay, brothers, stay on. All right, let me just finish this. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me just finish this.